Hey guys, Tech Flash here. So Apple finally announced the iPhone 13 and a couple of other things that I'll briefly touch. In this video, I just quickly want to run over the iPhone 13, talk about the first impressions, new features, and in general speak about how close we were based off of leaks and rumors to the actual thing. The main thing which people are mostly eager about is without a doubt the design. Aesthetically, the iPhone 13 is pretty similar to the iPhone 12. Perhaps the biggest change we got to see was the smaller notch, which finally, after 3 years, Apple decided to reduce by about 20%. Personally, it never bothered me, but I know a lot of people hated it, so it is nice to see the decrease in the notch and the increase in the screen real estate, even if it's very marginal. Nevertheless, it is not the minimal look that the hole punch display offers, but it is a good looking improvement. The second thing when it comes to the looks were the colors. The iPhone 13 now comes with a couple of new colors, or more like different shades of the existing colors, including the product red, and I did notice that the product red was a bit more truer to a red color as compared to the iPhone 12 product red. Last year's product red was more fire, kind of blood orange type than actual red, so it is nice to see an actual red being reintroduced. On the 13 Pro as well, design wise everything was pretty much the same apart from the introduction of a new light blue color which Apple called Sierra Blue, which I think looks much better than last year's blue on the Pro models. To be honest, there's not much with reference to new features or changes here. Instead, the iPhone 13 is closer to Apple's old S model iPhones. It offers some refinements and improvements to last year's design rather than monumental new features. The display for the iPhone 13 Pro was also perhaps one of the biggest changes with the fast refresh rate display, which Apple calls Pro Motion. This is a little bit different from the regular fast refresh display which we have seen, where you get an option to either turn it off or on or set it at a particular rate. Instead, Apple very intelligently changes the refresh rate of your display based on how you are using it. If it senses that a specific graphic on your display is in need of a specific refresh rate, it can either amp it up to a maximum of 120 Hz or even bring it down to 30 or 60 Hz depending on what you're scrolling on. There's also a more powerful processor with the A15 Bionic. Apple claims like every year that it is faster and more power efficient than last year's A14 Bionic chip. It's still a 5nm chip and still a 6-core CPU, but Apple says it is the fastest CPU in a smartphone with up to 50% faster than the competition. It also says that the graphics are up to 30% faster than its competitors, whoever they may be. A better battery life was also expected with the iPhone 13 mini, getting about an hour and a half more battery life than the iPhone 12 mini, while the larger iPhone 13 will be getting up to 2.5 hours more battery life compared to the iPhone 12. The biggest changes may become in the form of the cameras. The base iPhone 13 has gotten the same cameras with the physically larger sensor for the wide camera that's 47% bigger than last year's, allowing it to capture more light in darker environments with less noise. The iPhone 13 will also feature the sensor shift stabilization technology that Apple introduced last year on the 12 Pro Max, which physically moves the wide sensor to reduce vibrations. The new camera will also be getting the photographic profiles feature that Apple introduced with the iPhone 13 Pro and the Pro Max models, which allows you to customize the look of your photos even further for more consistency across shots. Apple also introduced a new feature which they call cinematic mode for video that allows for a kind of like a focus effect that changes while making video. When recording a video, cinematic mode will automatically transition focus from while filming in real time. It will very cleverly shift focus when people enter the frame or glance away, and even anticipates if a person is about to enter the frame. You'll be able to manually change focus or lock focus on a particular object for more precise control as well. The front-facing camera will also feature cinematic mode support. Price-wise, the iPhone 13 starts at $830 for the iPhone 13 and $730 for the iPhone 13 mini, $999 for the iPhone 13 Pro, and $1,099 for the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Storage options for this year's models have also been upgraded. Apple is now starting to offer 128GB, 256GB, and 512 gigs configuration for the two models, and the Pro models are getting additional storage of up to 1TB. Pre-orders for the iPhone 13 and 13 mini will start this Friday, September 17th, ahead of a September 24 release date. As for the Apple Watch Series 7, I have to say that I was a bit disappointed that we did not get to see a redesign, although this was kind of expected, but still rumors really led a lot of us to believe that it will have a flatter square-off design mimicking the iPhone 12 and 13's flatter profile, but it seems like Apple wants to wait till next year since 2022 will be a redesign year for the iPhone as well. They might as well just wait and unveil a redesigned Apple Watch then. The Apple Watch did impress me with the thinner bezels and bigger screen real estate. Because of that, you have access to a wider array of things like a full-on keyboard or more readable text. The bezel around the display are slimmer at just 1.7 millimeters, and the always-on screen mode is 70% brighter. Apple claims you can cram 50% more text onto the display than the Series 6. The new display also means new ways to interact with the full keyboard that will support swiping. Looks-wise, there was an introduction of a new green and blue color, and one thing that I really liked was the amount of focus that was given to Fitness Plus. Considering the fact that the pandemic has put us in our houses with gyms and parks closed, Fitness Plus now allows you to basically work from anywhere you want. That can be your home, your room, your living room, and it gives you the ability to even have a 5-minute workout if you don't have the time to manage a full workout session. The Apple Series 7 will start at $399 and should be available later this fall. Anyways guys, that is it for the iPhone 13 and the Apple Watch 7. Stay tuned for the hands-on reviews, which I will be doing very soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.